Jack swallows. It's kind of gay, dude.
Ahoy there, matey! Today we be plundering through the Today we're going to be playing every Pirates of the Caribbean game released on a PlayStation or Xbox device. Now, I was a big fan of the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and then I checked out. But I noticed across a 2 or 3 year period there was a hell of a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean games released, and I've never played any of them. So I'm going to check them out today to see if these are uncovered gems, or should they remain buried in the trash. So, are any of the Pirates of the Caribbean games any good? Well, let's find out! Alright, what the hell is up with this trash-ass loading screen? This is not a good sign. What in the name of Jesus is this? Who's that, Will Turner? Oh, what the fuck? Yesterday he asked me to remind you of some things you planned for today. Grab a blade and a spyglass. This does not look or sound like Pirates of the Caribbean at all. This looks more like a 1980s version of Oblivion or something. What's going on? Why is he moonwalking like Michael Jackson? Oh god, this controls like Robocop. Alright, I'm at the wardrobe. Where's the option to take stuff? It's there for the knife or the sword. How do you... It's the grab button, is it? Okay. We got the saber, guys! We got the saber! This game is lit! Okay, what am I doing now? How the hell do you get this? Oh, there, right. Open. We did it, boys! Transfer. Why do I get the impression that I've been scammed? This isn't a Pirates of the Caribbean game, is it? Not one aspect of this reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean. Have they just put a Pirates of the Caribbean skin on some other game? Alright, let's go up and talk to this guy. Maybe it all kicks off now. Not that I'll be able to do anything because it controls like absolute garbage. Oh man, this is so bad. This video couldn't have got off to a worse start. Where are we? Take all items. Surely that's it. And we got the spyglass, we got the gun. I think that should be everything. Right. Lord. Help me.
Aye, Governor.
Aye, Governor. Man, shut the hell up. Malcolm Hatcher.
Aye, Governor. Aye, Governor.
I've been scammed. That's what's happened. If this game was actually released with a Pirates of the Caribbean official cover on it, people were scammed. This is some random sea-related game that they just stuck a skin on. There's no Pirates of the Caribbean characters in this. The layout, everything tells me this is a different game.
Aye, Governor.
Alright, well we've committed to giving it a shot, so let's try out some of the swordplay. Take this! Yeah! Oh yeah! Woo, baby! Getting that full Pirates of the Caribbean experience right here. Oh, sweet Christ. I don't even know what the command key... Why is it telling me press these command keys when it's an Xbox game? Take this. You should never mess with me. Whoever the hell I am. I'm the governor. What in the hell is this game? This is so bad. This looks about 20 years older than it actually is. I think this was released in... What was it, 2006 or something?
Aye, Governor.
Jesus. Let's go down to the port and sell some leather and chocolate. How exciting for a Pirates of the Caribbean game. We have to go and buy a new spyglass. I do feel sincerely sorry for whoever bought this back in the time thinking they were going to play as Captain Jack Sparrow and Will Turner and defeat all of the, you know, the classic characters. And then they turn the game on and they get this shit. Like, I don't know, maybe if you're into these type of games, this is good, but this is not a Pirates of the Caribbean game. And it controls horrendously. I'm sorry, but 2006 we had some good games. I mean, I think that was only like a year before GTA 4 came out, for God's sake. Alright, let's go talk to the merchant and get ourselves a spyglass. Not today, you fool! If you want to save the Black Pearl, Captain Jack Sparrow, I've got an important mission for you. You must retrieve the cheap spyglass from the merchant in the port. Coming to a cinema near you. Pirates of the Caribbean 7. Spyglass. So after the exciting objective that was getting a new spyglass, we now have to go and sell our leather and chocolate to a local merchant. Fuck me. They've absolutely screwed people out of money when they release this. I'm not going to play this all the way through. In fact, I know I'm going to check out pretty soon. But if anybody did play this back in the time and actually completed it, does any Pirates of the Caribbean related characters appear in this game? You gotta let me know in the comments. This feels illegal. This feels like there should be a lawsuit on these guys' hands. Man, look at those graphics. And it runs buttery smooth. It's only glitching every 5 seconds. Alright, let's go sell our wares. If I can navigate through this goddamn shop. Ugh. The hell is that? I think you've been eating too much of your own supply there, Alan Miles. Ain't nothing mild about you. Except maybe the cheddar you're choosing. Right, what the hell are we selling? We're selling the ship, are we? What am I doing? Alright, here we go. I am so goddamn bored and disappointed and angry. Alright, let's sell the chocolate. Ooh, 100 doubloons. If you want to save the crew of the Black Pearl, sell me 400 grams of chocolate. Alright, well the party doesn't stop. We've now got to recruit some crew members. Perhaps this dandy would like to join my crew. Want to play some dice? Wow. How about this guy? Want to play some dice? Oh, ah! Alright, let's talk to this mofo. He looks like he's sailed the 7 seas. 1,800 gold? Do you know what economy we're in right now, Nigel? But your name is Joiner, so something tells me you're gonna become a part of this crew. Yeah. What about this guy? Looks a little bit Jack Sparrow-esque. No, you can't even talk to him.
He's gone bloody bonkers. Ran!
Know the secret to a good spot of grog? Pinch of gunpowder.
Aye, Governor?
Yes, sir, we can patch her right up.
Oh, don't apologise, Malcolm. This has been more than exciting. My God. This is a con. And if anybody did buy this game back in the day, they should be suing Bethesda. Because they've absolutely tricked you out of money. Yeah, I'm not going any further with this game because it clearly is not a Pirates of the Caribbean's game. So yeah, we're off to a horrendous start. Right, let's check out the next game and see what the story is. On to the second game! Alright, here we go. Pirates of the Caribbean, the legend of Jack Sparrow. Let's all pray that this is a genuine Pirates of the Caribbean game. Right, let's do this thing, baby.
You're sure it's here?
I have it on excellent authority.
And that would be?
A man who purchased the information from a man who won a bet with a man who swore on pain of death that it's likely not anywhere else.
That sounds like Johnny Depp, but the voice acting is so
Jack,
bad.
your
I'm having a
name
hard time believing it.
Weasel.
I'm pretty sure that's not Orlando
How did I
Bloom,
ever talk
but
you into this?
it's pretty awful at the moment.
Mystery indeed.
My guess is, with darling Elizabeth to care for, you need the money.
Good guess.
Alright, we're falling into some combat. X for light attacks and square for heavy attacks. Oh god, it's pretty basic. It's very basic. Are you goons? Alright, you can disrupt these little squares. How revolutionary. It's important to remember, guys, this is only a 2006 game. It didn't come a year before the likes of Grand Theft Auto and God of War 3.
It's missing. It must be around here somewhere.
Right, we have to find a cog to open this gate. Alright, they didn't make it very bloody hard. It's right there in the corner. Jesus Christ. I gotta say, the combat so far is pretty damn boring. And yeah, the graphics don't give me a lot of hope that this game was made with much love because, as I say, for 2006, it should look a hell of a lot better. Well, now that we have a moment alone together, I wanted to ask you, have you ever sucked the pirate's cock before? I'm taking your silence as a no. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, seeing as we're literally in the first mission, but right now the combat is just way too basic. Now maybe there's upgrades or something that you can do at a later level, but yeah, it's not that fun at the moment. Oh Jesus, this is the legend of Jack Sparrow, and he can't even handle a simple 10-foot jump. Alright, we just turned this into a King Kong game, baby. This is pretty fun. If I let you take out multiple enemies at the same time. I just took a 17-hour ship ride plagued full of rats, and I haven't washed in months. And they think I'm afraid of a couple of Spaniards with toothpick swords? I believe I can fly. Imagine the rope burn you get off that.
Objectives update.
Sounds a bit Resident Evil 4, doesn't it? What are you buying? Alright, let's get this gate open. I really shouldn't have been skipping all those gym sessions. There we go.
Then lower the flag. That's the signal to our get-ridden crew, and they best be watching.
I think old Johnny Depp was on drugs if he was the one doing the voiceovers here because he's extremely low energy. It must have been literally, how much does it cost? How long is it going to take? Yeah, I'll do it. Oh great, more goons to fight with this basic combat system. And we got some backup. I don't know, there's moments in what I've played so far that it kind of gives me flashbacks to the original God of War. Nobody hate me for saying that. But it seems like it's borrowed a few mechanics but just implemented them really badly.
We've been hiding in that swamp since sundown. I'll be pulling leeches off me nether parts for ages.
Ah, Stub. Your verbiage always conjures up such a lovely visage.
The treasure should be behind that door.
Into the treasure room we go. Bring forth with that battering ram and place
Let's
her against the door.
do this, boys!
Objectives updated.
Alright, let's hit this. Hey! Square. So original. And so slow that it was no challenge whatsoever. Look at the treasure, boys. I'm finally gonna be able to afford me a 2-bedroom apartment.
It's beautiful.
Aye, 'tis. I expect I'll see a handsome price for it.
Are we having
Wait a
pronoun
minute.
issue?
Homophobes?
Thanks for all your help, gentlemen, but we will...
Oh god, are these the enemies of the game? Lame.
The convicted stand before us. One Will Turner and Jack Sparrow.
Captain.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
God, those cutscenes are absolutely awful looking. Again, like I said in the other game, this looks like a copy of a really old PC game that's just been ported to a console.
Drunkenness, treason, arson, pillaging.
There's a very good explanation for that.
And for these crimes you have been sentenced on this day to be hanged by the...
I don't know, maybe I'm overestimating what the PS2 is capable of, but I know I've played a lot of PS2 games that came before this that look a lot better. Look at that, that looks like something out of Shrek.
Criminal activities in the town of Port Royal.
Port Royal would have been burnt to cinders were it not for heroic intervention.
Your heroic intervention?
He was there too. Look, you got it all wrong, man.
God, that hair movement is really weird.
Give him the chance to set the record straight.
I suppose you may be permitted some final word. If that is how you wish to spend it, so be it.
Alright, so we're going to see it from Johnny's perspective. Oh, it's all kicking off now, boys.
This is my...
Yeah, whoever's doing Will Turner's voice is not suited for the role at all. Pretty poor, I gotta say. God. I get the feeling that no matter whether they introduce upgrades or not, this is going to be pretty much the entire game. It's just walking through environments, having sword battles with these faceless thugs. And if that's the case, yeah, this is a massively boring game. Yeah, so I got to unlock a couple of upgrades there, but again, it's just like another fancy move, but the exact same type of sword battle. Ooh, we are ladies, look at my dainty little walk. Alright, we got to experiment with some explosives to open this fence, to progress to the next section. What I find infuriating is like they don't give you any opportunity really for exploration. It's just wave after wave after wave of these stupid enemies that just have the same basic moves and are taken out with the same basic moves. So it's just so repetitive. It's really annoying that they just cashed in on the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, because we all seen from Assassin's Creed Black Flag what a real well-made pirate game is capable of. And even though people think Assassin's Creed now is absolute garbage, everybody remembers Black Flags and hails it as like one of the masterpieces in that franchise. So could you imagine if you made a game like that, but it had Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow and had Will Turner and the whole cast of characters? Alright, who the f*** is this? We got ourselves a little boss battle, eh? Finally, some excitement! Alright, so it's just a case of hitting them with your secondary weapon, which is like flames for me, and I think it's like bombs or bottles or something for Will Turner. And they even give you reloads right over here, so I don't think this is going to be too hard, because I see it's taking a decent amount of health off, man. I think you can hold like 10 of these weapons at once. Oh sh**. I say that now and watch me get killed. Oh yeah, it's hatchets that we'll have. Right, let's try and reload. Okay, we got there. And I noticed as well that this Jacoby guy takes very little health away from the characters. But look at how much damage we're doing with just these. And I guarantee you we can just reload these as soon as we turn around. There's not going to be a finite limit of these, because there's no other way to access them. Oh my god, like I only need like 3 or 4 more of these and he's done. Such a boring boss battle. Oh no, flying hatchets, my one weakness. Although to be fair, that's everybody's weakness. that's my bad. He's defeated by a bell. Christ almighty, it's just sending the same generic enemies over and over and over again. Why are these games so boring? It's like the companies didn't realise the potential they had at their hands. Alright, enemy wave number 796 defeated. Let's see what's next. Oh no, they got little ships with sticks.
They're launching more boats from the Black Pearl.
Look at the size of his forehead.
We can use these cannons.
I don't know if that's actor accurate, or if Orlando Bloom should feel offended, but we just pray for the best. Oh god, this is going to be so awkward. Although it does remind me of a PS1 game. I can't remember what the hell its name is. Something where you're on the sea playing as a pirate. Yeah! No one can defeat Captain Jack Sparrow. Alright, I think we're going to be ambushed, boys. I'm not going to take out enough of these boats. This aiming system is whack! Thank God I'm wearing the unlimited cannonball bandana. It was given to me by Solid Snake in a brothel in Tortuga. Alright, a couple of them managed to get in, but I don't know if that classifies as a mission pass.
That's it, Puppet.
Oh man, they done Keira Knightley dirty in this.
We won't. Shut up!
Go away! There's an entire section of British soldiers in here guarding me!
Oh, that's such a bad impression.
It's a wonder I managed to get past them there.
Go away!
You can run, dear, but I'm the only one present who means you no harm. Stay with me, you got a fighting chance, savvy?
So I assume this game is like each mission is just a little bit of a highlight of the movies.
That's interesting. No pressure, darling.
Alright, mission 2 was a massively exciting improvement, whereas instead of fighting random pirates, we're now fighting skeleton pirates. That should distract the player enough to make them forget that this game is incredibly repetitive. But hold on, there's more. We've also replaced Will Turner with Keira Knightley, or her slightly mentally challenged clone. So a la Nazi zombies, you've got to keep the hordes away by kicking down the ladders. Do we get to board up the windows? No, obviously not. We just progress to the next section.
With gunpowder. They're blasting their way for our house.
Yeah, no shit, bitch. You think I didn't see that? I'm in the same room. Alright, we've made it onto the staircase, boys. Let's see what mysteries lie below. If I was to hazard a guess, I'd say more enemies. Oh no, they're blasting their way through the house! That was a random introduction to a boss battle with Pintel. Well, let me guess, it's the exact same mechanic from the previous mission. So I'm going to gather the production time on this game was like 2 weeks, because it seems like everything is literally just copied and pasted. Changing the skin of who you're with and who the enemy is isn't enough. Oh, Pintel, you silly cunt.
You worthless lot.
Alright, we're getting to play as Keira Knightley. I completely forget what her character is called in the movie. Elizabeth, of course, how could I forget? The mansion is about to explode! Escape before the timer runs out! This was a bad time to switch to Elizabeth. She's significantly weaker compared to Johnny Depp. And he just said, fuck you, I'm going ahead of you. I think he's over there, is he? Alright, it was pretty easy to get to the exit. We had to wait for Johnny. We just have to right be on it. Open! Come on! Alright, let's get out of here. And on to the next game! Alright, so we're off to a pretty underwhelming start so far with the PS2 and the Xbox games, but maybe this PSP game is a hidden gem. And I gotta say, just from this cutscene so far, it's definitely the best looking game that we played.
We had an agreement, Jack Sparrow. I raised the Black Pearl from the Bridal Deep, and you were her captain for 13 years. Now...
Yeah, definitely the most visually appealing so far. It's looking pretty cool.
100 years servitude.
I'm thinking all that water may have addled you a bit. By my recollection, our bargain was for one.
It's safe to say this isn't Johnny Depp. The imitation isn't the best. It's a pretty poor Jack Sparrow impression.
But I recall the terms quite clearly. 'Tis a standard contract. Everything ironclad and legally sound.
Ah, a pirate and a barrister. Seems like a duplication of efforts. But a deal is a deal.
I'll try to be a little bit more forgiving on this, considering the fact that it is a PSP game. But so far, definitely visually the nicest looking. It's just clear, it's colourful. I'm liking it so far. We're off to a good start. Whoa! Yeah, if this is just a nice fun little pirate adventure, like it's a 4 to 5 hour campaign that you could play on a bus or something, I'm all for that.
I'm back for these.
Alright, what we gotta do? Grab the sword. We're finally tooled up. Please don't let this just be the same thing though, repetitive combat over and over again. But it's definitely a little bit more fluid, I'll give it that.
Empty.
The bottles are the secondary weapon I got her. You boys are just standing there because you know I'm a bat's tough. F*** y'all up! So it's just a case of pressing the button until you weaken them a little bit and then hitting another button to take them out. So again, pretty basic combat, but there wasn't going to be a whole lot of crazy things you could do with the PSP, so I'll allow it. My biggest concern with this game will be that, much like the previous game, it's just after a wave of the same goddamn enemies for every single mission. And if it's like that, it's going to be a very boring experience regardless of the console. But you see, I've said this about the Batman game, and I think I've said it about a couple of other games as well. When you have a first mission, the first mission of the game should be the one that wows the player and go, oh, I'm in for the long ride. And I don't know why they always set the first mission in some dark, dingy environment. It happened in the Batman game with the sewer level, and same here. Like, you could put this on a nice beach and have him sail in a ship and then he eventually ends up in jail or something. But if you give him a bright, colourful environment that really shows off the visuals and the feeling of being a pirate, you're far more likely to stick with these games than putting every mission in these dingy levels. Same with the game we just played. Like, you know, the first couple of missions there are really dark and dingy. Alright, let's blast this grenade, or cannon shall I say, to get out of... That was pretty easy. Listen, buddies, I beat about 2,000 of you in the previous game, so I'm well experienced in how to take you motherfuckers out. Shimmying up the rope, hi ho, lily ho, we're shit up the rope. Gotta say, like, definitely in terms of the environment and the clarity and the character animations, the PSP version is actually the best looking game so far, without question. It's just a shame that they feel the need to fill the last these games so far with just this repetitive, constant combat. I know there's some people that love this type of thing, but it just ain't for me. Like, I mean, especially when you know what you could do with a pirate game. Put me on a ship, let me fly around, let me go for treasure in an island, do some sort of big quest, but do not start a game off like this. Especially when you know when Jack Sparrow's about to f these people up easily. We call this light work in the pirate biz.
I'll be taking that.
Alright, let's keep it moving. Beware of hazards like burning coals. Remember to use everything around you, leave nothing to chance. Something about cages. That went by so quick. There was no way I could read it all. I just have to use my amazing detective skills to figure out what the f we're supposed to do. And I'll tell you one thing, the bottle so far is my favourite weapon. It literally takes people out with one hit. If only there was like, you could hold 50 of them so I could fly through this game. Alright, so the cage is going to come into play at some stage, obviously. God, the camera is really bad. I know it's a PSP game, but Jesus. Oh, give me a break from these enemies. If you're going to bring in a puzzle, at least let me take a 30-second break. Oh, I get it. So we have to put the explosive barrel into the cage and then spin the cage back around to where we were, and then we have to blow up that gate. Right, it's all coming together now. Yeah, well played the game of chess. Look at you, watching and enjoying this video without being subscribed. You make me sick! Nah, but seriously, if you are enjoying the video, please consider subscribing and leave a like and a comment down below on what you want to see me play next. It really helps the channel. Thanks! For f***'s sake.
Oh, hot.
I feel like they set me up for that one. Right, now let's see if we can spin these cages around. Why isn't it highlighting? Come on, for f***'s sake. There we go. The torch. Yeah, and that was a pretty straightforward puzzle. If watching has played these games before, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of these games. Again, I'm judging these with 2025 eyes, where we've got polished graphics and we've got relatively smoother controls, and you know, a lot of these issues are ironed out even in some of the more mediocre games. Oh, this reminds me of that scene in the movie, so we're gonna relive some of the movie scenes again. Alright, that's mission 1 done. You know, they're nice little bite-sized missions. I can handle this.
So many of us have hooks after all. Yet I think my escape from that nasty prison may be worthy of a line or two in a memoir. That, and it put me in sight of the Pearl.
Pretty sweet.
Bootstrap Bill Turner, my old shipmate. Is that you?
'Tis indeed, Jack Sparrow. But sorry, your time is up.
What the f*** is that? Looks like Jim Carrey when he played Scrooge.
Captain, so there's no need for me.
That's what I feared you'd say. Now you've heard the story, so you know how.
Come and know me better, man.
Jones Leviathan will find you and drag the pearl back to the depths, and you along with it.
Any idea on when Jones will release said terrible beastie?
I told you, Jack.
I gotta give the guy credit that's playing Jack Sparrow. He is trying his best, but it's just not making the cut.
Creature of dark legend, and the occasional ode, snaps at my heels. So, upon spying an uncharted island, I grounded my beloved Poe and ordered the crew to seek out supplies. However, they've yet to return. It's been a night and a day, and it crosses my mind. Perhaps they've abandoned me to my death. Now, there's only one way to know for sure. Find them and ask them. With my gizzards properly steeled, I venture forth.
See, now this is what I'm talking about. Look at how much better this mission looks compared to the previous one. So bright and colourful, and especially considering on a PSP with a really dim screen, these are the type of levels you want to be playing. It already looks 100 times better, even with the same basic goddamn enemies. Alright, so we gotta press these skulls in some sort of a combo, it seems. Alright, I didn't even look and I managed to open that one, so it's not that hard.
Wherever did you find such colourful feathers?
Yeah, I mean, look, I've said it 100 times, but like, if aside from the fact that it's so repetitive with the combat, this is definitely so far the Pirates of the Caribbean game that I'd recommend playing, because
Colour, so practical.
looks wise it's pretty damn good. The environments are nice, the character models are good, there's something going on, and it's nice little bite-sized missions from what it seems, so it's approachable. They all seem to have their flaws with the repetitive combat, so I'll be more forgiving with this one. Your nakedness offends me. 2, 3, 1. Is that how it goes? So you literally just follow the combination of the skulls that's on the actual gate. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's just pretty easy again. The puzzles aren't too complicated either, which is, it works for me because I'm not the best. Oh, we got ourselves a little Crash Bandicoot moment here. I would love to see the people that worked on Black Flags do a next-gen version of a Pirates of the Caribbean game. Would have to have absolutely nothing to do with the movies, just have it be its own unique adventure. And it would actually be a nice little way to reintroduce Johnny Depp back into the franchise if he was willing to do the mocap and voiceover and everything. I know he said he wouldn't be interested in doing another movie, but maybe he'd be a little bit more willing to do a game. Who knows?
Nothing to worry about. Just like the Pearls rigging. Only green.
Spider-Man does what? I can't move. Alright, fair enough. I'm also curious as well what your guys' favourite Pirates of the Caribbean movie is. For me, it's strange. Objectively, the first one is without question the best movie in the entire franchise, but I have a lot of fun watching the second one. I don't know why. I think it's the banter between the whole cast. You can tell they all have great chemistry, and it's just a kind of a much more fun movie. Like, I love the first one, but I think the second one is just, you can stick it on anytime and just have a good time with it. But yeah, let me know what you think. I didn't really watch the fourth and the fifth one. I got turned off by the fact that Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom were coming back, and it just seemed like they were trying to milk the franchise at that stage. So I just kind of turned off, but if they're good, let me know and I'll check them out. I could be wrong. What are we doing here? I gather. So we're literally going yellow, blue, red and green. So the tiles seem to stay down, so that combination should open up the gate. Nice. Working pretty smooth. Well, look at me with the big 200 IQ brain over here. Mama always told me I was a retard, but I proved that bit wrong. And now I'm gonna murder her. I'm just gonna get the hell out of Dodge. What? Oh, fuck. Let me just try that again. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Alright, come on. No time to mess up. Ah, there we go. Nice. Alright, yeah. Like I said, I'm liking this. The bite-sized missions, they really suit me. I feel like that second game was just dragging out the missions with wave after wave of enemy to try and make it feel bigger than it was. I mean,
to do with my adornments.
5-10 missions are perfect for this type of game.
I'd encountered them. Spying the various crowned skulls about, I wondered just how many chiefs they'd eaten prior to my illustrious reign. I knew time was running out. My hosts had left little doubt about their plans. Then, my salvation appeared in one Will Turner, who miraculously arrived with some leftovers. I mean to say my leftover crew. Young Turner signaled he had an escape plan in mind. So,
look at the emotion in his eyes.
My loyal subjects. And how? Mimic a chop, garnish myself with parsley, brandish my rations.
Yeah, really low effort cutscenes, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, 2 missions. I think that's a good point to leave this game off on. It's definitely got its flaws, but so far it's the most fun. Ay, ay, ay. 4 games in now. Pirates of the Caribbean World End. We're going to be playing this on the Xbox, but it was also released on the PS3. Please, God, let this one save me. Right, let's go.
You would sleep through your...
A dark and dingy prison. Where do they come up with this originality? I'm pretty sure every goddamn Pirates game we played so far has had this mission. At least the graphics are pretty good. And the animations are pretty decent as well so far. Right, we've got to break this old out of this prison cell. On the floor can be picked up. Alright, let's crack this motherfucker open.
Come on, Jack, you can do it.
Look who's talking now.
Dessert if you are lucky.
You shut your mouth and just be happy that I'm letting you out, you scum! God, how many prisoners have you got to let out? I don't even think Johnny Depp knows these people. I mean, Captain Jack. Go to the gate and defeat the prison guards. Sounds simple enough. I'm happy with the graphics though. To be fair, it's a pretty nice looking game. Although I do hate these miserable first missions. Press A to attack them. God, so far every game seems to have the same goddamn fighting system. Is there no creativity in the pirate game world? It's very nice of these guys to always lend me their back after literally one swipe. Do you care to borrow my back, sir? Here you go. What's that noise? Happy trails, camper. Alright, something we've also seen in one of the other games, using a barrel to blow open a door. It's a bit weird as well, because I'm pretty sure these games have different developers, but yet the mechanics of the games are all pretty much identical. Would you like to borrow my back, sir? We're gonna do a jump, I suppose. Form an edge sword assisted jump. Alright. Yeah. Did you really doubt Captain Jack Sparrow? What the hell just happened there? Borrow my back, sir. Why did they all do the same animation? It's so weird looking. I've heard of lend you an ear, but I've never heard of lend you a back. Alright, we've entered into some Assassin's Creed type gameplay. It does look nice in the rain, I'll give it that though. Cut a rope, press A. Alright, let's do it. Come on, Jack, sober up. Just like you did when Amber Heard sued you. Or when you countersued. Eh. Oh, Jesus! Is this some sort of controller? No. Alright. A little bit of ledge crawling. Yeah, it's definitely looking a lot more like an Assassin's Creed game as it goes on.
Where precisely do you think you're going, gentlemen?
Home, bitch.
This is a prison, not an inn.
Are any voice artists in this game? Because Captain Jack hasn't spoken once. This is what you get for being the 100 ball person I killed today. It's a really boring way to introduce sword fighting into the game. It's not interesting at all. Let's counter this. I don't know, it seems like all the movements in the game are like really goddamn slow. They should be a bit more speedy. Oh no, he's following us! Who would have thunk it? Alright, that's just silly. Why not have two of you fighting Jack? At least then you have a chance. Get wrecked, Let me guess. He's gonna escape the prison in a coffin, isn't he?
You have to find the gypsy woman.
They're not very good at coming up with fresh ideas in this game, so I can almost guarantee he's gonna leave in a coffin.
And that's the only thing as might save our skins.
Normally I would oblige. However, regrettably and lamentably, there's not a sail in sight.
Alright, it seemed like they have Johnny Depp, but that sounded like it was recorded on a Nokia phone or something. What the f was up with that audio quality? Yep, coffin. God, these writers should have been shot. Now we're talking. But the graphics aren't bad. They're pretty decent.
Is it, Jack? Beckett has a price on our heads.
Desperate men will go to desperate lengths. And better being hung than being someone.
Why are the recordings such bad quality?
Witness my desperate search for the voodoo queens.
You're doing an official Pirates of the Caribbean game. Can you not afford some decent microphones? Yeah, look at how good the look in this level is. I'm telling you, always have your force mission in daylight. Me, like, what's so hard about that?
Jack Sparrow, at last the winds have brought you to me.
Complications arose. Cannibals, hurricanes. A bulky rudder that would only turn to port.
Still, so long to find me.
My compass doesn't work.
Jack Sparrow does not know his heart's desire.
How about this?
Desire!
Sail the seas without being eaten.
Reminds me of the Grim Reaper from that. What was that Cartoon Network show again? I'm bleaching my bones, man.
If you keep this land close to you, you may be safe.
May? Is there a solution more along the lines of for certain?
There is a key which opens a chest. That chest holds David Jones' heart.
I'd be very surprised to find out that that wasn't Johnny Depp because it does sound extremely accurate.
Davy Jones. I'll keep that in mind as I rally the pirate lords.
One of the lords, he called himself Capitan Cheval, is here in Port Royal.
Nothing to it then.
It's the best looking game so far. It has at least the official voices. This mission's looking pretty good. So, I don't know. It's just a combat every time. Alright, we gotta take down some posters. I keep getting flashbacks to Assassin's Creed. Was this made by the same people? I don't know. Alright, we gotta go to get this last one. Nice. Make your way to Main Street. Alright. Surely nothing can go wrong on this simple walk. Fuck. Take this. This is what you all get for being exact copies of each other. What the? He's like, I'm getting out of here. Yeah. Again, the combat's weak. Wake up, you drunk son of a bitch.
Now beat fast and jump into them barrels.
They must have been paying Johnny Depp by the word because he really doesn't speak much in this game. That guy definitely carried two fully grown men in barrels. I'm convinced. It's a very good looking character model of Captain Jack, though, to be fair, considering the garbage that we've played previously.
Where you'll be hanged by the neck until dead. And thereafter your body buried within the precincts of the prison. And may the Lord have mercy.
Alright, who the hell is this that we're even saving? I don't have a clue who that character is. Was this in the third movie?
Jacques, always one for the candid.
Consider it partial pay.
Why is the audio quality so
Very entertaining.
Done. I shall see you at the conclave, Jacques Sparrow.
Alright, activate the levers. Raise the gates. Ah, we can control Will and Jack this time. Where do they get their ideas from? It's the same combat regardless. Kill me! It's a bit weird as well. When you take control of one character, the second character seems to just stand there and do absolutely nothing, so there's no sense of teamwork whatsoever. I don't know, is this a co-op game as well? Can you play as two people, or... I doubt it, but...
It'll be my duty to the crown to significantly hurt you.
It's funny, like, for all the similarities I'm seeing between this and an Assassin's Creed game, if they actually implemented the dual system that those games have, it would be really, really good.
Or is this new?
Right, this should be the last lever, I think. Jesus, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, there's one more. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Signal the Black Pearl with a cannon blast. No problemo, baby. So we gotta send a cannon blast to signal the ship. That's pretty cool. It'd be cool if when you fight people, they actually turn into flames. Anyway, exit the fort by water. All right, I'm getting out of here. I love the way they both just abandon each other, but you cannot leave without Will. God, like you think the AI would just follow you, but I guess that was too advanced in 2007. Where'd they go? They were here 1 minute and they're gone now. I love the way there's always a ship nearby and nobody ever notices it until it's too late.
Anchor up, Mr. Gibbs. Make sail. Lower the jib. All the customary activities.
Destination, Captain? I hear Tortuga is present this time of year.
Oh, and the adventure continues. Right, let's go to the next game. Alright, last, but hopefully not least, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, I actually have high hopes for this. I actually think this might be better than some of the garbage we played, so let's go and find out. Shall we? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Look at how good this game looks already. It's actually even better at recreating some of the movie scenes as well. I'm not even a big Lego game person. I don't even think I've really played one, but I've already got higher hopes. Even the recordings of his grunts sound better than some of the audio we've heard. Yeah, I remember this from the movie. Great scene. That whole first movie is so goddamn good. Oh, what's that she's got around her neck? Oh no! If they do decide to go forward with a Pirates of the Caribbean movie, a new one I mean, I really hope it's bringing back Johnny Depp. I think after all the crap he went through, his career needs to be kind of revitalized. I've seen he's doing a lot of foreign movies, but come on, man. This is the guy that brought you Sauvage, so you could smell like a douchebag. It's doing a great job of kind of skimming through all the key moments of the first movie so far and adding a little bit of humor to them. Alright, we're into some gameplay. Nice. Great looking game. And like I said, look at it. Bright mission to start with. It always pays off. This is instantly more interesting. Nice, they got building mechanics. I really don't think I've ever played a Lego game. I think there was a demo of one of the Star Wars games when they first came out that I played, but like that's it. That's going back, Jesus, well over like 15 years ago, I think. It's cool. So you definitely play as multiple characters anyway, straight from the jump. Oh, and it's all coming together. Right, what's Will got to do? We got to give this donkey a carrot. There you go, mate. Alright, I assume he's got to turn this cog. Sweet. So there's a little bit of intelligence required. I'm saying that as if a 3-year-old couldn't do this, but you know what I mean. Who the hell is this? They only recognize him because of the hat. That's cool. That's kind of almost like a Simpson joke. I like it. Oh, here we go. The fight with Will and Jack. Yeah, this is awesome so far. The missions look great. The graphics look great. They've got the banging soundtrack in the background. I can dig this. And we build a wall to follow him up. This is fun. And I'd say with confidence, I didn't really read too much about it, but I'd imagine this is a co-op game. And if so, I can imagine you having a lot of fun playing this with a friend. I would. If I had any. Even the combat, which is shocking me, the combat in the Lego game feels better than it did in the previous ones. And even though it's the same basic mechanic of pressing the button, it just feels smoother. You son of a bitch! They were gonna give me some credit! So I assume the deal is in the Lego games nobody speaks, but yet it's conveying the story so much better. What's all this, guys? We're being invaded! The Black Pearl, bit. Nice. That's cool. Sorry if I don't have a whole lot to say because so far a lot of the game has been cutscenes, but I'm really liking this. I'm shocked that so far this is without a question the best looking game we've played. Alright, I gather we gotta go and break Captain Jack Sparrow out of jail. Did we get to play as the dog as well? Get the dog a bone. Alright. Oh yeah, we will have to play as the dog. Nice. Alright, what do we do here? Where do we go? Where am I? Who am I? And this breaks the lock. Okay, I get it now. Yep, Jack is out! The juice is loose, baby! I've gotta stop doing that. It's so irritating even to me. Alright, this should be the bone that the dog needs, no? Alright, we've made it outside. Yeah, look at how good this game looks. especially in these bright sunny levels. I'm gonna shut up because people are probably sick of me saying it, but kids, prove me wrong. We've got to raise these flags, I think. Go on the barrel. What's the barrel do? Oh, we use this as some sort of gate opener, do we? Pretty sweet. This is what I'm talking about, people. This game is just fun. It doesn't feel like a slog to play through this. I'm getting sick of a generation of movies and video games and even TV shows where everything feels like it's a pain to go through. It's like you have to go through 10 hours worth of fucking material just to get one entertaining moment. I miss the time when games or movies were just start to finish fun. No agenda, just good times. Hurry up, Jack. Don't be so shellfish. Okay, I'll stop. Beautiful looking game so far. I really hope that the rest of this game is more island exploring because it really suits the graphics. No idea what they do, but I'm getting the barrel. Oh, we're going underwater. I remember this in the movie. It's told more story in the last 15 minutes than the other games did in like an hour and a half. Even the dog's following us. Nice. Oh, sorry, Will, you're screwed. You're gonna drown to death. Do a little bit of Metal Gear Solid style sneaking behind. Get the element of surprise. Alright, I'm assuming we're gonna have to arrange a lever of some kind. Oh yeah, I see it down here. Alright, let's grab this. After we take out these chumps. Alright, now let's see what we gotta do. I'm assuming this opens some sort of gate over to the other ship. Alright, can we jump to the rope? Alright, Will, let's go jump onto the mothership. Woohoo! That was awesome. What an awesome first mission to the game. So interesting. It makes you want to play the game more. You've been played, you fools! Port Royal, level complete. Oh, yeah. And the adventure continues. Alright, well I suppose it'd be rude to not at least take a look at the second mission, so let's see what else this game has in store. It's very impressive. Like I said, it's even cool that like the nighttime missions just feel more alive and warm compared to the fucking depressing missions we had to play in the other games. We're ending on a good note, people. Finally. I didn't think it was going to come. I better aim a bit higher. Nice. Sweet. So I gather the 4 people in the middle of the screen there who we have to recruit. I don't know if that orange girl is... No, that's definitely not Elizabeth. Alright, we gotta wake up Jack Sparrow's friend. I can never remember his name. Gotta get water to splash on his face like we did in the movie. Come on, Will, help me. Don't you know I'm an idiot? So we had to get the bucket upstairs. And then we have to fill it with water with the lever we just installed. And... Alright, that's it. Alright, let's go wake this son of a bitch. Funny. Alright, I won't drag this video out too much longer, so I think this is a good point to end. Great game. Loving it so far. I definitely do want to come back to this in my own time and finish it. It's been a lot of fun, which has shocked me, but yeah. Let's wrap it up here, baby. So there we have it. That was every Pirates of the Caribbean game on a PlayStation or an Xbox device. How would I rank these games? Well, number 1 has to be Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. And then for the rest, they're all garbage. And I'm especially bitter about that very first Pirates of the Caribbean game because that was a goddamn scam. But yeah, very disappointed. So much potential in the Pirates of the Caribbean world for an excellent video game, and the only one to capitalize on it was the Lego one. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more. And let me know what games you want to see me play in the future. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Yeah.